In this session, we'll be covering evidence collection within the Compliance app of JupiterOne. For compliance purposes, whether you're going through an external audit or you have an internal initiative, it'll be required to demonstrate to auditors or other stakeholders that your compliance frameworks and controls are operating effectively by providing evidence of the controls operating effectiveness. The benefit of using JupiterOne's compliance app for evidence collection is that once the queries are configured, JupiterOne will provide near real-time continuous monitoring of compliance, and JupiterOne will automate the evidence collection and output for external audit purposes. So within JupiterOne, if we go to our compliance app, we're going to use the SOC 2 framework as an example. Clicking into any given control will bring up the user interface for which we can review and edit what evidence is being collected. There are certain controls out of the box that have questions, otherwise synonymous with queries, already mapped to the control. In these circumstances, reviewing the query and question for appropriateness is the first step. If the query or question does not output evidence that you're expecting or is complete and or accurate, there are ways to go about editing and tweaking the question. We can edit queries by hitting the edit button, which will bring up the user interface that'll allow us to modify the existing query. If we need to add a new query entirely, we can hit this plus button down here, and we have two options. We can add a brand new question from scratch, which brings up the same UI, or we can map an existing question. JupiterOne has nearly 400 pre-built common security and compliance questions. We can see the question in plain English, and if we want to toggle the setting, we can also see the actual JupiterOne query language syntax. These checkboxes will allow us to easily select which pre-mapped questions we would like to associate with this control. If we want to remove a question, simply hitting the trash can icon will allow us to get rid of it.